Hey, what's up, my YouTube family? So today is Saturday, the 19th of July. Can y'all believe that it is already halfway through the year? So today we're going to be talking about email being your biggest opportunity for business growth. So as you know, this is the Biz Strategy Studio, and we are all about email marketing, how to make email marketing work for you and your business. It is a channel that is dedicated to helping your business grow by using the number one tool, which happens to be email marketing. Now, we think email marketing is simple, it's kind of self-explanatory, but if you don't use it in the right way, then it is of no effect. Okay. And so what we intend to do on this channel is to help you understand exactly what are some of the benefits and techniques and tips of actually using email marketing in your business. All right. And the best thing that I can say about email marketing is something that you can employ in your business and really make your business growth exponentially. So one of the things that I want to do in this particular video is talk about 10 ways to make email your number one business asset. All right. 10 ways that you can make email your number one business asset. Now, we may think, oh, well, the people are going to be our asset or this or that, but I want to talk to you today about how you can use email to do exactly what I just said, becoming your biggest asset in your business. All right, so the very first thing that we're going to talk about is personalizing every message, right? So when we talk about personalizing every message, that's something that is very simple. Now, if you're using any kind of email marketing platform or any kind of marketing platform, you can personalize every single email that you send to all of your subscribers. Okay. And one of the ways that we can do this is simply by using someone's first name. Okay. That's the easiest way. Like, you probably even yourself receive emails where it says hello and then your name, and then it gives you your message of what the email is about. And that's one way to make it much more personal for you, right? So in this way, subscribers feel connected to you. They feel like, oh my God, I signed up for, their newsletter, or I signed up for their free lead magnet, and they're still reaching out to me and contacting me, and they're doing so by calling me by my name. And so that's a really big deal. Let me do this really quickly because I don't want to cause no problems, child. All right. So the other thing is that you want to automate your campaign, right? So in order to automate your campaign, what you're doing is you're setting up automatic welcome emails to reach your subscribers and introduce your business. So if someone signs up for one of your lead magnets, the very least they can expect is some type of welcome email, right? Some kind of thank you for signing up, right? If you do not have something like this set up to be automated, like as soon as they hit the submit button, within an hour or two, there's these series of emails that comes through to them to let them know that, you appreciate them for actually signing up for your free offer, right? You can also use this, right? And if you think about it in terms of like a drip campaign, and this is where you could use it to really kind of deliver educational type information, right? Or content over time. And this can help nurture your leads to essentially purchase from you. So I do this in one of my email welcome emails, because I help people create courses for their business. I also help you develop like really sound email marketing strategies. And I also provide um, like a really quick business bundle where you have a new product, or you would like to kind of rebrand, and you don't really want to worry about all the technical stuff. We can do all of that for you. So depending on why you actually joined or came into my email ecosphere, you would get an email based on that kind of information. And so that's what you want to know. You also want to know why your particular subscribers showed up in your email list, right? Why did they come? And so we're going to talk about things that you can do to kind of help segment that into information that you can use. Okay. So you also want to make sure that you are removing your email who subscribers who are not active. So if you've created, or if you look at your data and you realize that, for the last 6 months, these group of individuals have not opened one email, you may want to purge your email list. Okay. You don't want to throw them away. You just simply want to move them from the active side. And it also helps, especially if you're dealing with um, how many individuals you have on your email list and you're paying for those subscribers. If they're not actively engaged, then, you know, get them off your list. Make room for somebody else who's going to be engaged. Okay. Pro tip. All right, some of the other things that we want to do, right? So the third thing is that we want to build and nurture our list. And so this means we want to offer incentives, okay, like discounts, free resources, exclusive access in exchange for email sign up. So you want to do something that is going to be more than just the standard of what everybody hears. Oh, come sign up for my newsletter. You want to offer something that is going to be of value to them and something that may be uniquely yours. Okay, like what is it that you do that you feel comfortable with giving to your potential subscribers, right? It won't cost you anything other than them coming into your ecosphere, all right? Coming into your environment where you can then nurture them into actual customers, all right? It makes it easier, obviously, for them to join your list if they're, getting something they want, right? So that makes sense for us to use different types of tools, such as embedding like sign up forms on our websites or our social media, or even on our checkout page. Okay. So when they're actually going through the process of acquiring whatever your free offer is, your lead magnet, you can have that option for them to also receive your regular emails through your email subscription. So that was number 3. Number 4, right? Because we're doing 10 ways to make your email your number 1 asset. All right. So number 4 is going to be provide value first content. What does that mean? Right. So I'm going to tell you what it means. It means that you want to focus on the needs and the interests of your subscribers by sharing actionable tips, industry insight, or behind the scenes looks, right? You want to deliver those exclusive deals and promotions to your subscriber before anyone else. So even though you are going to have a Black Friday sale, you send out your subscribers something in October that tells them, hey, look, these are going to be some of the previews for the Black Friday sales, but because you are a subscriber, you're going to get it first. Okay. Being consistent. Now, I actually have a video on a channel that talks about how you need to be consistent with your emails. That actually, sending emails less frequently doesn't help your cause at all. Okay. So you want to be sending your emails regularly. You want to be not a nuisance, but you definitely don't want to be a stranger. Okay. So make sure that you are consistently sending an email, and you can set that up on a schedule. You can send it on a weekly basis. You could send it, every 3 days. You can send it as frequently as you feel is appropriate. Right now, if you find that someone is unsubscribing, from your email list, don't be offended. Like, let that be just what it is. They're unsubscribing. That's okay. That's all right. They're doing you a favor. They're removing themselves, right? Before they become inactive subscribers, which is a problem because you have all these people on your list, but it's bringing down your open rate because they're not engaging with your content. So having unsubscribers is something that we know is going to happen. And, we just have to be big boys and girls about it and kind of move on. We're going to, we appreciate them for being proactive enough to know they're not interested in our content any longer. So let them go. You just want to have a way of acquiring new subscribers, right? Now, I haven't really talked about that very much, but that is also something that we really want to kind of keep in mind is that you do not want to, just depend solely on your list and not think about ways to actually get more subscribers into your funnel, into your stratosphere of your emails, okay, in your business. So how are you acquiring those new subscribers? That's going to be the next video that we're going to talk about. And we're going to talk about 10 ways to actually get people to sign up for your offer and get them on your email list. Okay. So number 5 is analyze and optimize your performance. Okay. So you want to be very knowledgeable of your data. Okay. So those key metrics like open rates, click-through rates, conversions, right? To understand what content is actually resonating with your audience. Okay. You can also do things like A/B testing. And this is where you will have various portions of your email tested, so it'll send out, the email with to one group with this kind of header, and then it'll send out the same email to another group with another kind of header, and it will test which one did the best. And so you could do it with things like your subject line. You could do it with things like your content, your call to action. You can fine tune those messages so that the next time you send it can be more in line with what your customers actually want. And then, of course, connect with your okay. So let's go finish talking about number 5, which is analyze and optimize your performance. I'm just going to do a quick recap, right? So we want to make sure that we're tracking our metrics, our data, and the things that we're looking for is the open rate, the click-through rates, the conversions, so that we can understand exactly how our subscribers are engaging with your content. And the more information you have in regards to how they are actually engaging with your content, the more equipped you are at being able to adapt and utilize those strategies that are going to be the most effective for your audience. Okay. Number 6, we always want to make certain that we are using, the tools that are within our platform the most effectively. And so we want to just kind of make certain that we're syncing up our platform with any kind of customer management type systems that you're using. And this is basically anything that is going to be like a customer record management type system. And it's going to be something that can basically give you more data and a deeper understanding about your actual customers. You can also connect any kind of e-commerce systems that you have and allow triggers. And this is going to be certain types of actions to basically, create emails that are going to be sent to those particular subscribers based on their purchasing history. And that's going to be important. So when you use integration with your various platforms that you use to conduct business, whether it's your e-commerce platform, whether it's your website, whether it's your customer management systems that you're using, like all of those things help in terms of being able to optimize your email marketing strategies. Number 7 is make it visually engaging. So everybody like to look at something pretty, like, let's be honest, right? And so when we're thinking about making it visually engaging, we really are saying, we want to make it something that people can read on their cell phones. We want to make it something that is transitioned to a desktop and possibly even to a television if we can. So we want to just kind of make certain that the email images and the actual branding that is used, the graphics that's used, the formatting that is used, we want to make certain that it is readable and transitional across all of the platforms that your particular email could be, accessed through. And this is very important, right? Because when you have visually appealing type material, you automatically catch someone's attention and they will begin to behave in a different manner towards you. So you want to just make certain that your material that you're sending has those particular elements in it. Okay. All right. Number 8. Number 8 is maintain consistent scheduling. So remember I mentioned that, people think that they don't want to inundate their subscribers with emails. And so they send fewer emails. Well, the truth is that if you go missing, they're going to forget about you. Okay. And you don't want them to forget about you. You want them to remember who you are and how they first engaged with you. So you want to make sure that you're maintaining a consistent schedule, whether that's sending an email once a week, sending it every 3 days. I do not recommend going longer than 7 days without sending an email. All right. And you don't have to send an email all the time about buying something. You can send educational emails, right? You can send emails about current events. You can send emails about, really cool things that's going to be happening in your agency that you just want them to be aware of, right? You can send coupons and discounts and promotions. You can send all of those things. So it's so many different types of communication that you can use in your email, so you don't have to feel like you are constantly bombarding them with buy from me, but you're actually giving them value through the things that you're sending in the emails. Okay, so be consistent, set a regular schedule, right? You want that normal regular cadence for your campaigns, and you can also use newsletters, right, that are sent on a monthly basis. And, these are just kind of the updates of what's happening inside of the community, if you will, and, if you have, a regular schedule, then they know, okay, I should be receiving an email this week from, because they send one every week about, you can even send motivational emails, right? Inspiring emails about, case studies of successes that you've experienced with your other customers. So there's plenty. And if you get into the 8-week cohort, we will walk you through how to set up a schedule that will work for your organization and that will not be too taxing for you if you are going to be responsible for that portion of your business as well. Okay, number 9, segment. Segment for hyper-targeted campaigns. Now, here is the thing. We talked about personalization, but segmentation is just as important as personalization. And when we talk about segmentation, this is really where we're going to talk about tags and, other kind of data to you that you're going to use to help you understand how your actual customer first came into your email kind of, system. So you're going to group them by actions, okay, such as what they purchase, their email engagement. You could even separate them by geographical locations, okay, if you got that detail or that information. And then you're going to tailor the offers according to whatever their different segmentation is, right? So you could have loyal customers versus new leads. And as you know, if you have a loyal customer, you're going to talk to them the same way you would talk to someone who is just getting introduced to your business. So you want to make certain that you have those types of segmentations in your actual campaign inside of your business so that you know exactly how to talk to everyone and no one is getting information that is above or below the level of commitment they currently have with you as a business. All right. You can also segment, right? This can boost, your open and your conversion rates because each of the campaigns are going to be for things that they're interested in, which is perfect, right? You want it to be for things that they're interested in. You don't want it to be for things that they have no interest. All right. That will hurt your open rate and your conversion rate because they don't care about it. Like, let's just be honest, right? Number 10 is foster two-way communication. So you want to invite replies, you want to ask questions, you want to encourage feedback, okay, in your emails. You want to use polls and surveys or any other kind of interactive elements to gather insight and boost engagement, okay? You want to respond promptly to subscribers' inquiries, and all of this is done so that you can build trust and loyalty, making your list a true community around your brand. Now, true enough, email sometimes is a one-way communication unless you intentionally foster two-way communication, and that is by encouraging or providing an opportunity for them to engage with your content, right? Like you could say a whole lot in an email, but you don't really know how it's resonating with anyone unless you ask, right? Or unless you have a way for them to come together. So in my community, we actually get together once a month and they have emails and it's for a particular group. And once a month we get together to kind of just, check the vibe. How's everybody doing? Those types of things. That is the same kind of environment that I want to happen here on the Biz Strategy Studio. So if you're interested in getting into the community on the bizstrategystudio.com website, there will be a membership form for you to fill out so that you can begin to receive emails as part of this community. Okay. And see how it works in real time. And I'll be honored to do that. Right now, if you apply these details or these 10 steps or strategies, I should say, you will see that both you're new, or you will see that it will be beneficial to both new and experienced business owners. All right. And it's going to help you really unlock your true value in terms of your email list and turn them into one of those vital business assets that I talked about. And the key is for it to drive growth, relationships, and long-term successful relationships. So again, my name is Janice. This is the Biz Strategy Studio where we talk all things email marketing. Now, we also talk on some of those peripheral type things surrounding email marketing, like lead magnets, how to kind of build them out. Our very last one that we did for June was a 5-day course creation accelerator. If you go to the bizstrategystudio.com website, which is also listed in the show notes, you can still sign up for the 5-day accelerator. Okay, it's still available. The price, unfortunately, has gone up because it's coming back by popular demand, and you can get your course built out in 5 days. Okay, we also still have our cohort, which is the 8-week email marketing for beginners. In this particular cohort, you can get your certificate as an email marketing strategist. Okay, so if you're looking to build a business where you are helping other entrepreneurs create email marketing strategies that will increase their bottom line, then this is the program for you, because we're going to be building out and going through how to build successful email marketing strategies. So if you like this video, if you found value in this video, please do 2 things, okay? Actually 3. The first thing is to subscribe. The second thing is to like. And the third thing is to leave us a comment, because we really enjoy hearing from you guys, okay? Again, my name is Janice. It was a pleasure being here with you today. Definitely make certain that you share the video to YouTube, of course, by liking and subscribing, but also share it on Facebook, honey. Take it over to Pinterest for me, girl. Okay, do all of that. We really will appreciate it. So again, until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.